Hi guys, Tara here. I want to find out how to get rid of this glare. Um, Talk to you guys about a topic that is sensitive that most people don't talk about. That most people don't want to damage their name or be associated with them or people to think about them using. And um when I say using, I refer to using drugs and or alcohol. Um, specifically today, I'm referring to using meth, dope, whatever you want to call it. I always called it dope or meth. Um, I want to talk about excuse me, how I overcame it and things that I continue to do to this day to keep it out of my life, and then how I got into it, and just some tips and tricks to maybe help you guys out, because I know I'm probably not the only one. Um, First off, we're gonna go with my story. I started using in 2006. I was 19 years old because I remember being high in June of that year when my brother turned 18. I used to try hiding it from my family, and then all of a sudden I just quit hiding it from my family. No shame in my game. I went from smoking it and snorting it to banging it, or as some other people call it, shooting it up. I started shooting it up about 2 years ago. In May of last year, I found a great man, my fiance Brian, and he made me choose between him and the dope because he hated it, did not support it, thought it's the evilest thing ever. He still does. He hates tweakers. He does not support them. If he can go without them, he will go without associating with them, like buying stuff from them or help them out, especially, excuse me guys, especially if he knows that it's going to help them get dope. He absolutely hates it. And he found out I'd been using it and hiding it behind his back, which is a sign of you having a major problem, And he made me choose between him or the dope, and I chose him. That to me meant giving it up, quitting cold turkey, doing what I have to do to stay sober and to continue on with the life that I chose with him. No, he's not over there. I'm just referencing, and thinking. I did choose him. I did choose the life we had together. I love him, and he supports me, and he is the greatest thing that ever happened to my life. I went from using every day, every other day, wanting it, needing it, searching for it, trading things off for it, stealing for it, selling everything I owned, selling the important stuff, looking for stuff that I can get for cheap or free, and selling it for more than what I paid for it. What can I trade for it? How can I get my hands on one of these? Stuff like that. I went from all that to being a dope sick, where I had to have it. And if I didn't have it, I was looking for my next fix. I had to have it in my life, and I hate that feeling. I hate the coming down. And if you guys have used, you guys know what I'm talking about, when you're tired and exhausted and don't have no energy, and just you have to make it through the day because you're at work or whatever, but you don't know how you're going to. Excuse me, guys. But somehow you do it just because you have to. And then as soon as you get home, you crash. And the mood swings. And the hating everyone because you don't have it. And being mad at other people because they do and they won't give it to you. And they know how sick you are. Like, I hate that feeling, okay? And that was another reason why it was so easy to choose Brian over that. Brian gives me a good life, okay? And when I don't have something, he does. And when I have something, he don't. And that's how a relationship's supposed to be. Not somebody who knocks you around or only sleeps with you for your drugs or only wants you for what you can give them or only because you have the connection. Like, most users have that kind of relationship, and that is not what a relationship is. It is not. Brian opened me up to a new type of guy. One that wants me for me. One who loves me for me. One who wants better for me and will encourage me to do better. And when I don't, he will be the first one to tell me, Tara, you're messing up. You need to step back, rethink about the situation, or here, try thinking about it in this way. And he'll give me an example on how to think about something. Like if it's like a friendship or something going wrong, like, think about it this way. He'll always be like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to make a suggestion so you can make your own decision. Which I love, because if you tell me how to do something, like, no, fuck you, I'm not going to do it, okay? But if you give me a suggestion and tell me think about it and then do what you feel's best or what I feel's best, boy, I'm all over that like that, okay? Like, it's going to happen, okay? Anyways, I went and I quit cold turkey last May. And I cut a lot of people out of my life, which is my tip number one. Anybody that used, I did not want them in my home. I did not want them to contact me. Most of them I deleted off Facebook because, you know, Facebook's a hot topic, a hot way to get a hold of people. Okay, most of them I cut off of Facebook. However, there are some family members of mine and whatnot that, like, sorry guys, I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable. There are some, like, family members and stuff that, like, I could not cut out of my life. So, I just only talk to them when I have to. Like, it's like, I don't reach out for them and be like, hey, how you doing? Like, how's the drug life going? How's life going? You know, like, if they contact me and ask me what's up, you know. And then I did not hesitate in the beginning to tell them that I'm clean. And if this is what you want to talk about, I'm sorry, we cannot talk right now. And for the most part, like, everyone that I told that to, like, they did not mind. They're like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later then. Okay, I'll talk to you later then. And when they knew I was getting clean and I had an attitude, because what do you have an attitude when you're getting sober? Because you hate everyone and everything and you hate it. You hate life itself. And when I had an attitude just because I was trying to get sober, I was talking to somebody and I had an attitude, they're like, dude, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. They did not want to talk to me. Believe me. They probably won't want to talk to you either. Anyways, back to my step. My steps. Step one is to lose any friends and cut off people that still use. This is going to be the most important thing. You're going to think that people are your friends, and honestly, they're not, okay? They're only your friend for the drugs, or what you can offer them, or what you can get them. Take a look around. Were they your friends before you used? Probably not. They're not your friends now. My second step is to fight the urges. When I first quit, the urges were so strong. And then even now, almost a year later, my urges are, oh, I want it. Oh, you know, Brian's griping at me because I'm working so much and I'm not having time to clean up the house too, and the house is a mess. Oh, if I was on dope, I could get the house clean and work and not have to worry about sleeping, you know? And nobody'd be mad at me. No. Wrong. No. Fight through it. Because that one time, in that instance, that one time you go get high because the house is a mess and you've been working and you're tired and you just want to go to sleep, that one time is going to set you back. And you're probably going to go back to using it again. And then you got to start all over again, okay? Fight through it, because that one little fight about a dirty house will go away. It won't be there tomorrow. Or even if it is, like, it's not going to be forever. Like, it's going to get better. That fight, you won't always have. You're going to learn how to manage being sober and getting everything done you used to. And when you don't have enough hours in the daytime, you're going to learn what to move to the next day. Like, your time management skills are going to get a lot better. So, fight the urges. Don't do it. Live for today. Okay, my tip number 3 is do not go look for it, okay? When you're a doper and you're looking for the drugs, you're looking for your next fix, what can you sell or trade to get the next fix? Like, that takes a lot of your time. Like, if you actually think about it, how many hours a day did you try looking for the dope versus how many hours a day you were actually high? Somebody do the math and let me know, okay? Because I don't go look for it, okay? If the dope comes, like, anymore, if the dope were to come to me, I could tell it no. I could honestly tell you no. If you hand me some right now, I could tell you no. A year ago, I did not go look for it. If it was in my home, or if I was at a place where it was at, I would use it. But, so I would not go look for it. Because looking for it means you have a habit that controls you, not you controlling what you're doing. And that is the worst thing ever. Don't go look for it. The moment you decide you're not going to go look for it, your life will become a lot easier. And you will know that, like, you control the drug and that you can quit anytime you want. That's the best feeling ever. I do keep on looking down because I do have a notebook. I apologize. My 4th tip is whenever you want it and you're having the urge to do it, or like flashbacks to, oh, I used to do this, I was sober now, or I used to do this high, now I'm doing it sober. Find something positive to do. Read a book, go for a walk, just reach out and talk to a family member or a friend from your sober past life. Talk to them for 30 minutes on the phone or something like that, you know? Like, go skip rocks on the riverbed or go to the zoo. I mean, do something that you used to do or something that you've never done whenever you're thinking about it or whenever you want it or whenever the craving hits. Don't go hang out with users. Go do something positive for your life. My 5th suggestion is, if you honestly cannot do it on your own and quit cold turkey like I did, reach out to somebody that'll help you. There were many a times that, no, I never went to like an AA meeting or an NA meeting. I never went to them, no. But I reached out to friends and family that were sober. All my family wanted me to get sober. My old man, Brian, there were times I'd talk about it. I'd talk about, like, how I was feeling, what was going through my mind, what I wanted, what I was doing to not go get it. Like, when I really, really wanted it, and I was fighting that, and I was just barely fighting that urge, you know, that craving. What I did to get past that craving, you know, like, I had to talk about it a lot. And to this day, I will not lie, I still have cravings to this day. But they're few and far in between. I may have a craving tonight, and I probably won't have a craving for another 3 weeks. And it's just, most of my stuff right now is just like memories of, well, I used to have so much fun, and my phone used to blow up, and I used to talk to so-and-so, and now I don't hear from them at all. And it's just like, these people that I thought were my friends aren't my friends anymore. Like, where did they go? Like, I'm this lonely old person now, and like, when I was using, like, I was all hip and hopping. I couldn't get my phone to stay on silent. Stuff like that now. Like, the memories is more than what I'm putting up with now, you know? And, honey, those memories, they will come and go. But who you are as a person is what stands. Anyways, this video is going to be a long one. I apologize, guys. My 6th one is, if you really can't do it on your own, go to meetings. Some people know what you're going through. They know what you've been to. Talk to an ex-addict. Like, those meetings really do help if you need that extra help and you cannot do it on your own. My 7th step is to learn to manage your stress and your feelings. My hardest thing is managing my feelings. I hate feelings. Growing up, I didn't care either way. I could leave them or take them. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate them. I didn't like them, you know? When I started using, I hated feelings. Like, I had to think about, like, the older I got, I had to think about my past. And, like, I've been through some rough stuff. I'm sure you have too. And I'm sure your friend has too. I'm sure your cousin has too. And none of you three have been through the same things. Or maybe you have. I mean, like, everyone goes through their own life growing up. And everyone has, like, PTSD or you know, that everyone has their own struggles through life. And managing your feelings, I found, is a hard thing that everyone has to deal with, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. And girl, boy, whatever you are, let me tell you, they are hard to manage. To this day, I'm still learning how to manage them. And honestly, there are days like now when I feel like I'm still going to be learning how to manage them when I'm 70 years old, you know, like, the only feeling I learn how to manage really well is happiness, and that's because I cannot hide it. But it's like, you need to learn how to manage your feelings. I used a lot to escape my feelings. If I started feeling this way or that way, I didn't want to feel it. If it wasn't happy, I did not want to think about it. Did not want to deal with it. Did not want to think about it, associate with it, anything. And now I have to worry about, and that's what I struggle with now, is learn how to manage my feelings. So learn how to do them. If you need to go to counseling, go to counseling. Number 8 in my 12 steps is to just take your sobriety one day at a time. Here's what I thought. Today I'm going to be sober. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. Tomorrow I hope to be sober. But for today, I can guarantee and promise you I'm going to be sober. That's the goal you need to make to yourself. That's the thinking and the reasoning you need to make is today I'm going to be sober. Because that day adds up. And the next day adds up. And if you do that another day, and next week you're still doing the same thing, all them days add up. And next thing you know, you have a year and you're sober. And guess what? Each day it gets easier. I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof. Number 9, keep yourself busy so you don't think about drugs. When you're searching for drugs, you're always, like, when you're using drugs, like, you're always thinking and searching and looking for it. If you're busy working, busy hanging out with your cousin who you haven't seen for years, and you guys are going to the zoo or going shopping or out to dinner, just talking about, like, what's new in your cousin's life, because when you're using, your cousin don't care what's new in your life. When you're using, you don't care to connect with your cousin on a regular level unless that cousin has something to offer you to get yourself your next fix. So if you're busy talking about your cousin and her newest little baby that you haven't seen and it's already a year old, or you're busy with your mom and dad hanging out, or your grandma and grandpa, or you're busy working, or you're busy playing basketball with sober people, or you're busy swimming laps at the YMCA, like, when you're busy, you do not think about drugs or what to look for drugs or what to do to get your next fix. So keep yourself busy, girl. Number 10 is don't be alone if that's what made you use. I hate being alone. Like right now, I'm alone. My dogs are outside. My cats are wherever else, but I'm alone, okay? Now I embrace that loneliness. When I'm alone in my house, I'm not, dealing with idiots. I'm not out there dealing with other tweakers. I'm not out there, which by now, I can tell when a person's tweaking, which I could tell it before. But, like, now I see where tweakers give tweakers bad names. You know what I mean? I can see that now, where before I couldn't. Anyways, if I'm alone, I'm here in my own little world. I'm happy. I'm not using. I know what to expect. I know what to do next. I know as soon as I get done with this video, I need to go let my dogs out. But let my dogs back in so they don't run off. Sorry, guys. Like, when I'm alone, I know what to expect. But it took me months to be able to feel good alone. When I first stopped using, I had to surround myself with people. When I was bored, I would want to go look for the dope. So I had to surround myself by people. My dad, my grandparents, my aunts, and uncles that cut me off whenever they knew I was using. I went to them and I said, hey, I'm trying to be sober. I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody to keep my mind busy. Will you help me out? And they were more than happy to obligate. So if loneliness is something that makes you use, or makes you think about using, or makes you want to use, don't be lonely. Especially that first week or two when them cravings are hitting you when you're coming down, or when you're sober and them cravings are really, really hitting you. Don't be alone. There's always going to be somebody out there who will be by your side while you're being sober. Number 11, don't think you will fail. Think of you having great. Okay, do not think you're going to fail. Like, if you think you're going to fail, you're going to fail. That's anything in life. If you think you cannot make that goal in that basketball and that goal hoop, you're not going to make it. Like, it's not going to happen, honey, okay? But if you think you're going to succeed and you take this journey one day at a time, like I said, honey, that one day is going to build up, and pretty soon you're going to have so many days and so many months underneath your belt, and, like, you're going to know that you're succeeded. My 12th and last goal is to set some long-term goals for sober you to accomplish that non-sober you couldn't. When you're sober, like, your goal and your outlook on life changes so drastically. Like, maybe you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a vehicle, where before you use your vehicle to transport drugs and you end up losing it. Or you want to buy a house, but you had to save up for it, and when you were using, you couldn't save up because you used all your money for drugs. And now that you're sober, you want to save that money you would have used for drugs to save up. Like, that's goals. And you want to set some goals. And whether it's be sober every day, or be sober this many days, or have this many months underneath your belt of being sober, or show to people that aren't sober that they can be sober. Those are the goals. And you should set some goals that you know that you sober person, like sober, you can accomplish that if you weren't sober you wouldn't be able to accomplish. Anyways, guys, this video is a long one. Probably the longest one I made, and I'm out of tips. Being sober is something that, like, I'm working on. Like I said, I still struggle. I still dream about using. I still have dreams about, oh, well, me and my cousin and my best friend hung out all the time. But, yeah, we were high. That's why we hung out, you know. If we're sober now, we don't hang out together. Only two of us still talk, you know. Like, I have dreams about my past life and things we did that were so much fun. And when I'm bored, I sit there and think about them more. But what I don't do is I don't go look for the drugs. I don't go look for it at all. I don't want it, and I know that that feeling will soon pass. So I work through it. If you guys need somebody to reach out to, I am here. I'm an ex-user. I will be sober 1 year in May. It's not very much. Some of you guys might have more years underneath your belts. But if you do need somebody to talk to, I'm here. My email can be found in my information box below. Please don't forget. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You guys have a great day. If you know somebody who suffers, or if you yourself used to be an addict, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It would greatly help me out. You guys have a great day. Bye.